One of the most special rivalries in all of sports is hitting the gridiron this weekend.
Yeah, tomorrow marks a 123rd Army-Navy game. But in a break with tradition, President Biden is not expected to attend. This will also be the last time that the rivalry will be played at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia for the next 5 years. To talk about all of this, let's bring in Rich DeMarco and Pete Medhurst. Rich is the play-by-play announcer for Army. Pete is the play-by-play announcer for Navy. You know, if you have a family that has Army and Navy in it, you know what a big deal this is.
It is.
Yeah, Pete, I want to start with you. Obviously, this game is more about just the matchup on the field. Tell us about the history behind the game.
Well, I mean, 123 times they played, and obviously they've been playing football for a long time. But both of these schools have withstood the business of college football, which continues to try and, I don't want to say leave the service academies behind, but the rules of college football continue to change. Transfer portals and NIL, things that these student athletes at the academies really don't participate in. They do participate in the transfer portal, but it's one way, and that's out. So I think it's a tremendous testament to these great institutions. What they've been able to continue to build is a strong relationship with great sponsors like USAA, who bring us, to you guys here today. And because of that relationship, they keep it as a standalone game that the whole world gets to watch tomorrow.
And, Rich, to put it gently here, both teams do boast losing records. So what are the keys to the game here? Who do you think has the edge going in?
I'm always going to say it's going to be Army, but I think both teams are playing their best football, right? And I'll tell it to you like this. I think both teams have had struggles at the beginning of the year and playing better toward the end of the year. Army lost a number of close games early in the year. They come into this game with a 2-game win streak. Navy had a couple of tough losses early in the year. They played 3 straight ranked opponents, played very well, and coming off a win over a nationally ranked team. So, this game is going to really set for how this 2022 season is remembered. The winning team is going to say, hey, we finished really strong on a winning streak. For Army, it would be to get to 6-6. For Navy, it would be to get to 5 wins. The losing team is going to say, hey, we struggled early in the year, played better, but couldn't close it down at the end. So I think when teams are struggling, it almost, I don't know if it can mean more, but it's really going to tell the tale of how this season is remembered.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. But, Pete, this is the last time Army and Navy will play each other at Lincoln Financial Field, as we've been discussing, in Philadelphia until 2027. And that location is basically equidistant between the two schools, which seems like the perfect venue. So why the change?
I think both schools are looking at it. How can they stay, valid from a business standpoint? And let's not forget, it is business for these two teams as well. City of Foxborough, the New England Patriots organization, bidding on it next year. Boston, tremendous partners. The Kraft family is going to do it right. Bill Belichick, long-standing relationship with the Naval Academy. His dad was a assistant coach at Navy for over 50 years. So you have that relationship. Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, obviously the close proximity to the Pentagon. The Meadowlands put on a tremendous show last year. Rich and I talked about that all week long, about how the Meadowlands really set the bar incredibly high. It's an unbelievable stadium that they have there. So it's an effort to continue to grow the Army-Navy game, grow the brands of these two teams. And it's not a slight on Philadelphia. The city of Philadelphia has been spectacular as a steward of this football game. It's just a matter of business. And those other NFL venues have stepped up and provided very competitive bids, and it helps grow the brands of both Army and Navy.
Rich, you mentioned that Army's looking to win 5, but, it comes into it, obviously, having lost that last game. So what's your thoughts, predictions? Who's going to win?
I tell you what, first of all, your producers did a great job. Love that B-roll of the photos you guys running. I almost caught myself. My attention was being taken away. Beautiful job by them.
We have a good team back there.
Everyone gets upstaged by the B-roll.
Great team.
Army Navy is kind of like the AM show and the PM show. Like, we also have those rivalries. We got to bring it.
I like that. So I'll tell you what, last year's loss to Navy has stuck in this team's mind all year. And I have not been around. I've been around this team. This is my 19th season. I don't know if there is one loss that has singularly had more of an impact on everyone every day than last year's loss against Navy.
Yeah.
So again, win or lose, you're going to be able to say, hey, Army was able to take that, bottle that up and come back or not win. But I will say this, no matter how it goes tomorrow, last year's game has stuck with this team more than any I've seen the last 19 years.
All right.
so
Rich
good.
DeMarco, Pete Medhurst, thanks for joining us.
Thanks,
and
guys.
enjoy the game.